If you as a woman don't know who you are, the society will put a whole lot of baggages on you. One of the things I'm so grateful for is that I did not get married early. And today I want to talk about marriage. I want to talk about women. Hi, lovely people. Welcome
Hi.
back to this channel. This is Geechee Claire's Flavors, where we talk about everything spiritual from the standpoint of being grateful, where we eat challenges as bread. And in this channel, our main focus, even as we do everything that has to do with our faith, but where our heart beats most is young women. Yes, young women. And today, I have a message for younger generation women who are coming up. And yes, I have a local standing to talk to younger women. Let me say, my younger self. Wow, see how time flies? I'm going to be 40. Do you understand? I'm going to be 40 July 17th. Hmm. The only thing that you cannot keep standing is time. So you just have to kind of make use of time when the sun shines. If you don't, you wake up one day and discover that you are 80 something, 90 something, and you'll now be wondering, what have I done? And one of the things that I am so grateful for in this 40 years of my life is discovering YouTube. And why do I say that? I thank God that I could be able to document, you know, my experiences of life as I go on. Wow, it's so amazing. So I'm going to be 40 years, July 17th. Wow, that's so amazing. See how time flies. So what am I trying to say? I said I want to talk to my younger self when I was you know, let's say 30 now. Yes, 30 years old. And I want to talk to this set of women right now. And what am I trying to say? I said I have a local standing to talk to my younger self because I'm 40 now and I have accumulated a whole lot of experience, based on this journey called life. And the good part of it is that I'm also married. And today I want to talk about marriage. I want to talk about women. And one of the things I want to talk about is that as a woman, you have to know your value. You have to know who you are as a woman. You have to know what you want. Yes, exactly. You have to know what you want as a woman. Because the society that we find ourselves today, if you as a woman don't know who you are, the society will put a whole lot of baggages on you. And you will not know. You walk in it thinking that that is the right thing to do. And you go ahead living your life like that. And meanwhile, there's a whole lot of things you could have benefited in life if you really know your values and know exactly what you want and what God has put in you, which is abundance. One of the things I'm so grateful for is that I did not get married early. I just thank God that I was 30, yes, 30 or 30 plus when I got married, and I'm so very grateful for that. I've known my husband now, and that's it. I have a local standing also to talk about marriage because I've been with a man for 10 years now, 10 years of my life. Because I met my husband 2014 and we got married 2015. So if you calculate it now, I've been with a man, sleeping together, doing everything together for 10 years now. Yes. And that makes me a professional to talk about this issue that I want to talk about. What do I want to talk about? We're born into a society that makes young women not really unleash their potentials. Let me talk about how I grew up. I grew up in a family that my father got married to five wives, so I have a lot of siblings at home. Do you understand? And I grew up with this from with an in an environment that we do things together. I've never seen where another person, let me say a maid now or an outsider, come to help my mom in doing anything that she in bringing us up. Maybe she did it with my elder ones, but I happen to be her last child, so I've never seen, I've never experienced her anybody coming to the house to kind of help her do this, cooking, cleaning the house and all that. It has been my brothers, my elder sister, and my step sisters and my step brothers. I grew up like that. We do things for each other. So I think that's where this mindset came from. The mindset that I'll be able to get married and do things together with my husband. We'll run our home together. We really don't need an outsider. I grew up with these fairy tales in my head that I'll be in the kitchen working and my husband will stay, even if it's not doing anything, he will stay with me and we'll be gisting as I'm cooking. If he can cut the onions, he'll be cutting the onions while me I'll be kind of you know cooking and all that. I just saw that picture of me and my husband doing things together, raising our families together, raising our children together, cultivating them to become exactly the way we want them to be. I grew up with this mentality that me and my husband have our home together in our hands. But guess what? Marriage happened. And when marriage happened, it dawned on me that that fairy tale that I was having in my head does not really work out that way all the time. Because my husband too grew up, he was born into a family and there's a way he grew up. So he has his own growing up too. I got married to a Delta man from Warri, and we all know how Delta people are, as in they kind of not calm. If a Delta person is arguing here, you think they're fighting, but they are not really fighting, but they are just trying to kind of air, their self, talk to themselves and all that. So, as they usually say, worry no they carry lax. Yes, that's it. So if you are from Delta, you know what I'm saying. So I got married to a man that grew up in that environment. And if you know Delta people, you know what I'm saying. But to God be the glory, I got married to a man that have a fear of God in him. And that's my own unfair advantage. That's my own advantage in marriage. But the fact that he was born in that environment, seeing the way they were doing things, that somewhere, somehow in his subconscious mind registered. And, you know, we got married together. My own background is different and his own background is different. And me, I got married with this mentality that, we'll be doing things together. And I believe he too got married with the mentality that, you know, his own responsibility is to go out there, make the money and come to the house and that's it. The wife takes over the house and all that. Marriage is hard work. You need to work on your marriage because marriage is not that ceremony that we all look up to. You see that, yes, the marriage ceremony, the flamboyant dresses and people coming, with you and all that. Marriage is far more than that. For these 9 years of my marriage, because I got married 2015, these 9 years of marriage, I now discovered that marriage is hard work and you have to be ready to do the work. If you don't do the work, obviously you will run out, and that's why we see a whole lot of divorce happening here and there. Because of course, when you came into the marriage with the mindset, the psychology that you came into marriage with, you find out that it doesn't work out like that. And the man too came in with his own psychology, and when he came in, he find out that it's not like that. So obviously, two, they just cannot stay together. Except they accept that this thing we have to work on it, and that's my own unfair advantage. Me and my husband, we have this mentality that we're going to make this work, and that's why we've been in this journey for 9 years because we have this mentality. There's a whole lot of challenges that came with this 9 years, But because we have this mentality that we're going to make it work, no matter what we'll come back together again. So what am I trying to say? Marriage is hard work. When when I got married to my husband and I discovered that he is not that kind of person that will like kind of come and sit with you when you're working in the kitchen for him to be working with you. In fact, he doesn't even want to do anything that will have to do with the home. His own is just go out there, go and look for the money out there, go out, go to church, go out there and make the money and come home. And when I come home, you don't bother me with the things of the house. Man, it was not funny. To the extent that there was a time when I gave back to the twins, I could not take it again. I packed my things and left the house with the twins. And we had to kind of my family came in, and church people came in, I think, or my family people, and he too at the point he was removed. They talk, and I came back to the house. Why? Because we have this mindset that this will grow, we're working this together, as in no divorce, because we make up our mind for this. And I really want my husband to help me in the house, but that was not happening. That was not happening. Then when I came to the house, he said something that he's going to see how to make this work, as in, try to help in the house. And another thing that really got me, we are in a 21st century. This is a period that the woman is not that woman that sits at home. You go out there to make the money. And when you come in, you come and do the housework alone. Marriage is hard work, and you have to kind of make up your mind to make it work. But I have for a man to say that his own is just to go out and make the money and come to the house, and anything that had to do with the house is not kind of his issue, and he's not ready to do it. Will not work this period, because even the woman to go out to go and make the money. And one person's money cannot be able to hold the family together. So thank God, women too are kind of going to school now and coming out and working. So women makes money too. So in my own family, I go out, I work, I make money, I bring to the house. And he too is a business person. He goes out and make money and come to the house. So we both come to the house at the same time. Then you do not expect me coming to the house straight to the kitchen and you to the parlor, you or your phone, as in scrolling through your phone. So this has continued, and I stood my ground based on the kind of, what I want to see, as in saying me and my husband handling the things of the house together, just the way we handle expenses together. Because I work, and the money that I get, I don't keep it to myself, just the way the society say your money as a woman is your own and the man's own is, for everybody. No. I kind of changed that orientation with this marriage that I am, which finally makes me believe that I just have to use my money in the house and take care of the house too. So I expect my husband to kind of take the issues, as in the chores in the house, to we handle it together. I stood my ground. I never waver. Even though he was not doing it, I keep chipping it, telling him that this is what I want. This is my love language. When you do this, help at home, do one or two things and all that. And I discovered that one of the issues that was making him not to do it the way I expected it to be is because there's a help in the house. So what he does not know is that this help that is in the house is not really kind of, yes, they are helpful, but the issues that they cause in the home is more than the help they present. So at a point in my life, I just told myself that I don't want a help in the house anymore. I'm going to train my children to be able to kind of do what they need to do. And I need you as my husband to help in bathing the children, especially when we're going out or when they're going to school. Initially, he started doing it, and it was like kind of a drag. We're spirit. If somebody is doing something and it's kind of, I'm doing it because you asked me to do it, you will know that you're compelling him to, or him or her to do that thing. But when you put your mind and you're doing that thing, your spirit too will pick it. So all this why he has been doing it, and in my spirit, I've been sensing it that yes, this thing he's doing it as if he's doing me a favor. But why am I making this video? I'm making this video today because I saw a different, you know, a different handling of beating of the children. He beated the children with, you know, involvement. He was involved, he knows that these are my children. I just have to kind of take care of them because I'm their father. I saw him, he was just into it and was enjoying what he was doing. And it got me amazed. And I said, wow, I need to make this video today to let every young woman out there know that you have to subscribe to this channel. If you've not, give me thumbs up and then turn off the notification bell so that when we post, you'll be the first to be notified. So I'm sending this message to every young woman out there, especially women that young ladies that are new in marriage, to know that once you have your value and that value is valuable to you, you grow up with and is a nice one, you hold on tight to it. Even when the person that you get married to is ranting, shouting, whenever you present it, keep at it. One day, that person, to that spouse, will find pleasure in doing it because, yes, and my own is that I got married to somebody that has a fear of God. Maybe the Holy Spirit ministered to him and tell him that, why won't you be involved in the things in your own house? And another thing I just discovered is that, people have to know that it's all these little things that makes life sweet. It's not when you make that big money and then spoil your family that makes life sweet. But all these little things sum up to make life meaningful. I'm talking about every single day, is what accumulate to make life beautiful for the family. So this is what I want to kind of pass across so that young women coming up will know that once you have your value, you have to know what you want. And once you know what you want and it's a good thing, even though you're talking and your spouse is shouting, ranting, keep at it. One day he or she will know that yes, this thing is the right thing that I'm supposed to do and start deriving joy in doing it, not saying it that he's doing it to please you. So this is my message to every young woman, especially those who are newly got married. They just have to kind of know that yes, they have to keep their values. I don't know. Abuyame. Abole, Oh, I know. Eh. Oh, okay. Okay, so. I not told you then. Okay. I've been thinking how this is going to work out, but I'm so very amazed that today I saw him beating the children with all his mind into it. And this started not just today, but it was the accumulation of all those things I've been through with him, the argument, the issues, the shouting, that we've been through all those years that makes today a reality. So what am I saying? There's a process in getting results that you want. And the issue that we have mostly is that we don't want to go through that process. We just want a fast bake, this is a fast bake generation, as in microwave. Just as I'm coming in, let it work that way. If it's not working that way, then let it be. I'm not going along with it. But all those years, today, I've realized that every single day that you wake up, as long as you know what you want and you stand by what you want without wavering, there will be a result that one day you will know that yes, it is the accumulation of all these things that I've been doing that gave me this result today. So I'm so very grateful. I could feel it, my spirit could sense it that, you know, this man is not just beating his children because his wife says so. He's beating his children, giving his children instructions on what to do because it's coming from his spirit, because he sees these children as his own children and he have to kind of, you know, cultivate them in the way they should go. Train them in the way they should go. That's what I saw today when when he was kind of beating the children, getting them dressed to go to school, and I was in the kitchen, tidying up their lunch bag and also breakfast. I was so very amazed because I sense it in my spirit and I was just kind of so amazed that this is happening. I'm not there yet, yes, because there's a whole lot of challenges, here and there that we're still facing, getting to know ourselves. And for me, as I'm talking, that's the fun of marriage, right? If you see that, these things are happening, it's not something that will like kind of crumble me. You understand? As the challenges are coming, they are not challenges that will crumble you, that will kill you. For example, it's not violence. Then the other ones, it should be something that you should be able to have a stickability to make it work. As in, stick to it. Don't give up. Stand your ground. Value your values and never let it go. One day everything will work out and you find out that that value that value that you hold on to, the other partner will start seeing it also as something very valuable and want to kind of, you know, um, commit to it by themselves. So subscribe to this channel, guys. Give me thumbs up. Turn off the notification bell so that when we post, you'll be the first to be notified. Yes, and then share this video so that young women will know that yes, when you know what you want, the first thing you need to do is that you just have to kind of know what you want. Know what you want. Once what you want is okay, it's not something that will like kind of harm anybody. It's something that will like kind of make you to be a better person and make everybody okay. Hold it very dear. Even initially, if it's not going the way you want it, don't give it up. Hold it. There will be a time that person that you're trying to kind of share that value with is not seeing it. There'll be a time that the person by itself will know that yes, this thing that my wife is saying, let me put myself into it and see how to make it work. And by the time the decision is made, you find out that the person will start seeing reason for your value and then start finding pleasure in doing it. So that's what I've noticed today, and I'm so very impressed. And what is the message I'm trying to pass to my younger self? One is that once you have a value, keep at it. Even when the other person does not really value your value. Since that value is important and you know it's something that you cherish, it's something that is not out of out of out of place, you understand it's something that is a good thing, is a good value. Keep at it. One day your partner will find out that yes, this value is actually worth it, and I had to kind of imbibe by the value and start, seeing your value as valuable. Then I think this should be the first, not even the second. You need to know who you are. What do you want from life? What do you want? Because if you don't know what you want, anything can come to you and you take it as what you want. So you have to know what you want. When you know what you want, you identify your values. No matter what you face, don't let it go. Don't let it go. Just stick to it. Even when things are presenting itself as if it's not visible, it's not going to come to pass. Keep at it. When the cloud is full of rain, it will empty itself. And one day you'll be amazed that yes, so this thing was actually playing itself, and now it has come to full manifestation. So that's the point I want to make. That's the message I want to give my younger self today, for you to know that yes, you need to identify your value and you need to stay with it no matter what you face, no matter what is against that value. Keep at it because one day, surely, that value, the other person will see it also as valuable and want to imbibe by it. And at that time, you'll be so shocked and full of thanksgiving that you did not give up your value. So as I said, I'm not there yet. We're still doing a whole lot of things, still getting to know ourselves, still adjusting. The children are teaching us, we are teaching ourselves, and we're growing through it. That's the fun of marriage. You learn everything every day. You learn every day. That's just the truth. I've realized also that you don't kind of say I've arrived in marriage. If you have that mentality, that's when you will crumble. But every day be open that, okay, what is a new thing that will happen today? What is a new thing that will happen for me to learn? And as it's happening, you learn from it and move. Do you get? You pick the good lesson and let the other ones go, and you move with the lessons. As far as that thing will not crumble you, as far as it's not violence, you learn from it and then move and learn how to forgive and learn how to move forward no matter what you face in marriage. You are unique, you're special, you're one of a kind. Never you forget that. Come back to this channel and I'll always be telling you that you're unique, you're special, and you're one of a kind. And I love you so very much. Watch other of our videos because we have so many of them attached. I'm going to, the financial principle that we're making here. Put it as a playlist. I'm going to attach it here or there. So find time and watch it because we're learning everything that has to do with our finances this period. Thank you very much. I love you guys. Bye.